everyone. This is your host with the most, Real Dence Nay here, and of course, I am here to keep it real with my real ones. I have no choice, and of course, I love it. You know I love it. You know I love my real ones, so let me go ahead on and get this party started. Of course, I name my sources like I always do. I found this article at PETA.org. PETA.org. Yes, they have a site. And let me tell you something, you guys. PETA is not playing. PETA is not playing. Oh my goodness, you guys. For real, they are not playing. So look, check this out. Simpsonville, Kentucky. PETA has obtained a USDA, U.S. Department of Agriculture, report revealing a recent violation of law at F.B. Pernell Sausage Company in Simpsonville. Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. You guys, let me give you the details of what in the world is going on here. Whew. The group, which is PETA, sent a letter calling on the Shelby County attorney to review the matter of the violation of law and to file criminal cruelty to animals charges against the F.B. Pernell Sausage Company. Oh my goodness, I have to get used to saying that one. Whew. Wow. But guess what, you guys? Allegedly, they want filed criminal cruelty to animals charges against the facility, okay? And the workers responsible for electroshocking a pig 6 times on the pig head and over the pig heart. Whew. Allegedly, the pig cried out and tried to right itself and looked around the barn before the pig finally went unconscious. So that is disturbing. That is a disturbing report. It really truly is. And you know, that pig experienced prolonged and agonizing demise at the hands of the F.B. Pernell Sausage Company. And that's what PETA Senior Vice President stated. And PETA, of course, is calling for a criminal investigation on behalf of the pig who suffered at the facility and urging compassionate people of the public who are disturbed by this cruelty. So yeah. So that, you know, they don't want any more animals to suffer from slaughterhouses. You know, I mean, unnecessary suffering. I would think so. That's my opinion. I think I agree. Well, I mean, that is a little. Hey, electro man, no, nope, nope, nope. So let me go ahead on and finish giving you guys the details to this. But for more information, you guys need to visit PETA.org or follow the group on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram. But I have to read the letter that they wrote. They went in on this letter. PETA, they was not playing, okay? So, the letter that they wrote to the Shelby County attorney, and it goes like this. This is the letter. This is the letter, you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and read the letter. I'm sorry. I'm just really blown away again because this is real. And yeah, to me and to my real ones, this is shocking. So let me go ahead on and read this letter that they wrote to the Shelby County attorney. I hope this letter finds you well. I would like to request that your office and the proper local law enforcement agency, as you deem appropriate, investigate and file suitable criminal charges against F.B. Pernell Sausage Company Incorporated and the workers responsible for electroshocking a conscience crying pig 6 times at its slaughterhouse located in Simpsonville, Kentucky. The U.S. Department of Agriculture, Food Safety and Inspection Service documented the incident in the attached report. Which states the following. A suspect S-O-W, in the holding pen of a barn was observed being electrically stunned with a portable electric stunner. Your establishment personnel applied the wand to the neck of the sow, sitting in a sternal position. When the wand was removed for placement on the heart, the soul was observed sensible, meaning conscious, eye tracking. The wand was again placed on the neck of the soul. The soul went lateral, recumbent, and was again observed sensible. In parentheses, conscious, eye tracking, and rolled back to the sternal position. In parentheses again, conscious, writing, reflex. Your establishment personnel applied the wand 6 times to the head and heart until the soul was rendered insensible. At one point, the soul was heard vocalizing as well. This is in the letter that they wrote to the Shelby County attorney. The conduct appears to violate KRS, whatever symbol that is, 525.130, then period 2. Importantly, FSIS action does not preempt criminal liability under state law for slaughterhouse workers who perpetrate acts of cruelty to animals. Then there's a tiny little 3. Please let us know what we might do to assist you. Thank you for your consideration and the difficult work that you do. Sincerely, Assistant Manager of Investigations. So it also has here some information with the FSIS District 90 Manager, Notice of Suspension, FB Pernell Sausage Company Incorporated, and then they have the establishment number, and then they also have January 6, 2021. They have the website fsis.usda.gov, WPS, you know the rest. Go ahead on and look it up. It's there, you guys. It is there, real ones. Then they have the number 2. Although KRS, some sort of symbol, I don't know what it is, 525.130, in parentheses there is a 2, in another parentheses, letter B, exempts the killing of animals for food from prosecution causing prolonged, repeated pain and suffering is not necessarily a consequence of slaughter, as this FSIS action shows, and thus appears to be subject to investigation. 3. See National Meat Association versus Harris 132 S.CT.965, 974, lowercase n.10, in parentheses, 2012. And you guys can read that. Go over that yourselves. It's in the PETA.org. Oh, ho, 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 ho. PETA knows how to get down. Now, this article right here is from January 11th, 2021. Still from the same source, PETA.org. This one came out of Taneytown. I hope I said that correctly. Taneytown, Maryland. Wow. Never heard of that, but PETA definitely has. And PETA also has obtained a U.S. Department of Agriculture report revealing recent violations of law at A&W Country Meats Incorporated. You got it. Also known as Warner Locker. Oh my goodness, you guys. Are you ready for this part? Whew. Baby. Oh, I had to do a small intermission there. I had to get my heart rate back in order. My heart was thumping just thinking about how this could. Here we go. Anyway, let's go ahead on with the story. And I'm still with PETA.org as my source. And this was for release January 14th, 2021. Maysville, Missouri. I don't know where that is, but of course PETA does. PETA evidently sure did. They found out because they PETA about that life. PETA is about that life, baby. So PETA obtained a United States Department of Agriculture report revealing a recent violation of law at Warner Locker. They're a little bit outside Maysville, Missouri, according to this report. And in response, the group sent a letter calling on the DeKalb, I hope I pronounced that correctly, DEKALB County prosecuting attorney to review the matter, filed criminal cruelty to animals charges against the facility and its manager responsible for the botched stunning of a steer, as well as similar incident happened allegedly last spring. Can somebody say trouble? And can somebody say, we don't care about the law? Evidently. So let me backtrack a little bit, because this is what's in, this story had me on my tippy toes. Tippy toes. Because according to this report, back December 7th, just not too long ago, the plant manager, shot a steer in the head 3 times with a .22 rifle. But the animal remained standing like a boss. The animal, I'm going to repeat that. The animal remained standing like a boss. Do you hear me? Stood there, took that rifle 3 times to the head, a .22. And that thing just stood there like a boss. Wow. But yet, you know what? That's what happened. Of course, this is all in the same story too. Another employee allegedly fired a 4th shot. That was back on December 7th. Alright, so now this right here, this part of it says, on March 16th, the manager shot a steer 3 times with a .357 Magnum handgun before the animal was finally unconscious. Ha! Boy, I tell you, that's now people that think that they thugs. You think you a thug? You need to read this story. You need to be listening to this story. I hope you're paying attention. Because, hey, that steer was a daggone thug. You understand me? Good grief. Whew, these disturbing reports show that animals experience prolonged, agonizing demises at Warner Locker, says PETA Senior Vice President. So PETA is calling for a criminal investigation on behalf of these steers. Okay? That's what they're doing. And they are trying to prevent more animals from suffering in slaughterhouses. That's what PETA is trying to do. Hopefully it succeeds, because, bullets to the head? Come on now. Really? I know they have what's called more humane ways to slaughter animals. Bullets to the head is a little unnecessary, and not to mention unprofessional. And that is my humble opinion. Come on now. If it's a slaughterhouse, I'm pretty sure they have criteria of humane rules that they have to follow in regards to slaughtering animals. I'm thinking a bullet to the head at an actual place of business is more than likely not allowed. And that's my humble opinion. For real. And keeping it real. So, PETA, you gotta get more information from them. So I would suggest if you visit PETA.org or follow the group on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram. That's really what I suggest. I really truly do. But PETA, they get down with the letters, boo. They put stuff in writing. Okay? Yeah. Alright, so check this out. I'm gonna read you guys the letter that they wrote, PETA wrote to DeKalb County prosecuting attorney. Let me read you this letter. PETA does not play. I hope this letter finds you well. I would like to request that your office, in parentheses, and the proper local law enforcement agency, as you deem appropriate, investigate and file suitable criminal charges against Warner Locker Incorporated and the man responsible for shooting 2 steers in the head multiple times on December 7th and March 16th, 2020 at its slaughterhouse located at, I'm not going to say the address, but then it says outside Maysville. The U.S. Department of Agriculture's Food Safety and Inspection Service documented the incident in the attached reports, which state the following. They have December 7th report, and the weapon that was used on December 7th report that the plant manager fired a 22 mag rifle in an attempt to stun a steer. The animal remained standing and holding his head upright. The plant manager allegedly attempted 2 more times with the same firearm. However, the animal continued to remain standing after each attempt. Woo, that animal was a thug, baby. Good googly moogly. Whew. Another employee fired a 4th shot using the same firearm, rendering the animal unconscious. Daggone. March 16th, 2020. Now this is the kicker right here. March 16th, 2020, a federal officer observed the man referenced attempt to stun a large dairy cross steer using a, get this, a .357 mag revolver. Huh. And again, check this out. This is still March 16th. The first shot merely grazed across the right side of the animal's skull. But the animal moved the head away. In brackets right here it says, The man then fired a second shot that only dropped the animal, but the animal was still conscious, as evidenced by blinking of the eyes and head still held upright. Man, what kind of... Look, I got a question. I got to keep it real, because I'm like, what kind of steer was this? Like, God almighty. That thing refused to, yo. Oh, man, good grief. Ooh. The man fired another round, stunning the animal demise. Wow. Then they get into the conduct appears to violate all this. I'm going to let you guys read that because that's a lot. But it, at the end of the day, it says it's a criminal liability under state law for slaughterhouse workers. Okay, cruelty to animals. So, man. And then the letter closes out like this. Please let us know what we might do to assist you. Thank you for your cooperation and the difficult work that you do. Sincerely, Assistant Manager of Investigations. And then you guys need to read this article so that you guys can see all the direct codes and the direct violations and what website, how they got all these violations. I mean, it goes into all these details, like hardcore details. PETA.org, this site, I have to give them kudos because I'm not even going to lie. They broke it all the way down to the nitty gritty. All the way down to the nitty gritty. Baby, I ain't never in my life seen something so detailed like this. Like, it never. So, whoo, dang. I tell you what, real ones, this has been a serious situation, and my eyebrows feel like they are permanently arched after reading this and after giving you guys my commentary. So until next time, you guys, don't forget to subscribe, like this video, comment, and please share.